Mitchell Robinson has just confirmed that he's changing a part of his approach to shooting free throws. Also, the NBA recently recognized Mikal Bridges and his elite defense. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new content. And now, let's get started. Mitchell Robinson is changing his free throw shooting method. Whether you hate Mitchell Robinson or you love him, one thing that you have to respect about him is the work he's putting in this offseason. Every time we look up, there he is, back in the lab again. And what is he working on? Once again, he is working on his free throws. And during one workout session, he spoke about changing his approach to how he's shooting free throws. Let's take a look at Mitchell Robinson and how he's shooting free throws today. Roll it. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson and his trainer for posting the following on the app X. Before I play the video, I understand you guys cannot see the full text that's on screen. So before I play the video, I'm going to show you what the full text says and read it aloud. According to Mitchell Robinson, he posted the following text on this video. It says, priority first. Also, play some country music in the garden. Then he says the following. I think the one dribble is better than the 3 dribbles, but work is in progress. Then he says the following after that. Plus, the load time is better with the 1 dribble. Now, what Mitchell Robinson is actually talking about here is how many dribbles he takes before he actually shoots a free throw. And what he's noticed in terms of how he approaches shooting free throws is that for him, it's better for him in terms of the time he takes and his accuracy if he dribbles the ball once versus 2 or 3 times. And honestly, if he has to do that change to how he shoots free throws, if that's going to make him a better free throw shooter, by all means, do the 1 dribble, see how it works for you, and continue working on your free throws. If he continues to put in this type of work, this level of work on his free throws, just by default, he's going to become a better free throw shooter. And hopefully, even if it's slow, he'll start to stop becoming a liability on the offensive end when he's out there for New York, and Hakamich might be gone entirely. Without further ado, let's take a look at Mitchell Robinson and the offseason work that he's putting in with his free throws. Of course, you hear country music in the garden as he's shooting free throws.
There you go. Good flick.
That's his trainer who said. Trainer said hi, nice high release point, nice flick.
There you go. Give it a chance. Nothing short.
Nothing short. With Mitchell Robinson, when he shoots free throws,
there you go. Good.
You're always concerned that it's going to hit the front of the rim or miss. But now, he's shooting them with enough power and impact.
See it in just like that.
That it's not short anymore.
Yeah. Nice
there you go.
Point right there.
And he stays consistent with his form. Look at his form. Arms not waving all over the place. Look at that.
Let me get it up.
Steady form. The form is probably the biggest difference with Mitchell Robinson right now. Love to see it too. You saw that when he kind of leaned a little bit. You saw that, right? We'll move that. We'll play that back when we go back to look at this Robinson free throw highlight reel here. You can see sometimes when his form is not consistent or he moves a little bit, he misses the free throw by a lot.
One motion.
Right there. What his trainer just said, one motion. When he sticks to one motion, that's how it works. This is a better viewing angle. Look at his shoulders. This is why I love this viewing angle. It's not bad. It's getting a lot better. You can see his shoulders are not as stuck as they normally are. He's trying to set them a little bit more with his form, and he's keeping his form consistent, which is what you need to do when you want to shoot free throws properly. very good free throws right now by Mitchell Robinson. I'm looking at the form. He obviously still needs a little bit of work. I understand that. But these are some very good free throws. He's not short. He's either hitting the rim or he's really on target, which is nice to see. The form looks good, consistent, not moving around a lot. Even on the misses, his form is still consistent. I mean, that's what you wanted to see from Mitchell Robinson. Imagine he gets that percentage up to around 65%, 70%. Hackimich is gone. You're not doing Hackimich anymore with this. If he needs to listen to country music in the garden in order for him to get his free throws up, by all means, do it. I want to review one of the free throws we saw Mitchell Robinson do in the first half of this video, where we saw his motion really slip, and once he slipped, the free throw missed almost automatically. Let's take a look at that real quick. I know it was toward the end here. Might have been this one right here. Let's take a look again. You'll see where his hands move a little bit there.
There you go. That's all.
There was a little bit of a motion there, as you can see. I think it gets a little bit worse progressively. But I want to take a look at it again, because that's important. You see right there, when his form is not consistent, or he's slightly moving a little bit with his hands, you're not going to make this shot. But when it's one motion, like that,
there you go,
it's going to go in. And even on the one he just made, his form is still tilting a little bit, right? It's still not straight on as you want it to be. But this type of Mitchell Robinson workout during the offseason, working on his free throws, you can see his body, his shoulders, everything about him, his form, it looks better. This is a better free throw shooting Mitchell Robinson that we're seeing in the offseason. Now, I know some of you guys are already leaving the comments. We see this from Mitchell Robinson every offseason, but honestly, it doesn't really matter when it comes to in-game. Maybe that's true, but his form has always been a problem. Go back when he's shooting those free throws in those empty gyms last offseason or previous offseasons beforehand. His form is still bad, atrocious at times. Now, his form is consistently pretty good. Is it still shaky? Yes. Does it still need work? Absolutely. But is it better now than it's ever been before? In my opinion, I would say that it is, especially the way his shoulders are. Look at this particular video clip that we paused on. Look at his shoulders here. He's taking that one dribble like he talked about. But then look, I'll play it again. Look at his shoulders. Look at his shoulders right there. Look at the way he's holding the ball. Look at his position. Everything. Does it not look better, cleaner, more efficient, more structured? Isn't that what you want out of a Mitchell Robinson during the offseason, to get this right? Because if he gets this right and he understands how to do this, and really the only time the game ever slows down for a player is at this point, at the free throw line, when nothing is happening besides you, the ball, and what you need to do. And that's sticking to your method, your structure, and what you know. And Mitchell Robinson is clearly reteaching himself everything he thought he knew about free throw shooting. So next season, he's not a liability. And if he can be this free throw shooter next season for New York, he might be at 70%. And a 70% free throw shooting Mitchell Robinson, that's not only an improvement, it takes away Hackimich. This is exactly what I wanted to see, and I'm glad we're actually seeing it. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson. Continue putting in the work, because clearly it's working. Shout out to NBA.com on the app X for giving us this following information. As you can see here, they put together a compilation of the top 50 defensive plays of 2024-2025. Now, honestly, we're not going to go through all of this. We're not even going to go through the top 10. We're going to look at maybe the top 3, and that's about it. But when you look at the top 10, you see Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, Jaden McDaniels, Victor Wembanyama, Miles Turner, Mike Conley, Dyson Daniels, then the top 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo, then the top 2, owned by the New York Knicks' own Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges takes the number 2 spot and the number 1 spot for top defensive plays of the 2024-2025 season. Let's take a look at exactly what those defensive plays are. Now, unfortunately, I cannot play the audio, but we can at least see what those defensive plays are. I think that's the Giannis one right there where he blocks that shot. See that again? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And here you go. Here's the New York Knicks. Of course, it's going to be the Boston game. Give me that. Give it to me. Stole it from Jaylen Brown. Let's see it again. Let's see it again. Like this wasn't going to be the top player, one of the top plays. Let's see it again. There's Mitchell Robinson. Great defense, by the way. Look at him. Give me that. Give it to me. Yeah. That's what it's about. Shout out to Mikal, man. Look at this from every angle, man. What a thief. Stole it. Goodbye. Hopes and dreams is gone as well. Yeah. That's the Mikal number one. I mean, pushes him into, yep, I knew it. This was Mitchell Robinson pushing Jason Tatum into both of our elite wings here in OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. Look, Mitchell Robinson pushes Tatum into OG and Mikal. He's stuck, gone, boom. Mikal blocks the shot. It is over. Another top defensive play for the New York Knicks against the Boston Celtics. Both of these coming in the same playoff series. I mean, just unbelievable. This series, once this series ended between the Knicks and the Celtics, I don't think anybody on this planet was talking about Mikal Bridges, how many picks we gave up for Mikal Bridges, or the type of regular season he had before we entered the postseason. Nobody was speaking about any of that. All they were talking about was the New York Knicks defeating the Boston Celtics, moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals, a place that nobody had us going since everybody knew on our path there, we were likely going to be taking on the reigning defending champions at the time, the Boston Celtics. That happened, but it didn't go exactly the way a lot of people thought it was going to go. And in the end, the Knicks pulled out the victory and did exactly what many Knicks fans believed they could do if they were given a fair shot at the Celtics. They were given that, and they did everything with that opportunity. And shout out the channel sponsor FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, for giving us this following information and the odds for the New York Knicks to make the playoffs next season. And as you can see here, the Knicks are essentially a playoff lock. In terms of, yes, their odds to make the postseason, they're at negative 10,000. And in terms of no, they're at plus 1,500. This isn't just confidence. FanDuel and other odd makers are expecting the Knicks to get to the NBA Finals. This is NBA Finals contenders type of odds right now. FanDuel is virtually guaranteeing that the Knicks will make the postseason and essentially be one of the favored teams to get to the NBA Finals. This is exactly the type of odds you receive when you are a legit contender in the NBA. And right now, it's clear. The Knicks, they are legit contenders. I cannot wait for next season to start. New York is going to be even better next year than we were this past season. And there's one main reason for that. Besides the new additions, besides the new head coach, it has to do with chemistry. Many players on this team are returning from last season, and now they understand how a lot of other players on this team like to play basketball, where their good spots are, where they like to catch the ball, how they like to play, how they like to drive inside, play outside, where they're going to be likely on the court. Karl Anthony Towns joined this Knicks team really at the start of training camp. That's not really enough time to work in somebody of Karl Anthony Towns' level. But now, after an entire year, we finally have the chemistry necessary to compete for a championship. And under Mike Brown, I don't think this Knicks team is just going to flourish. I think we're going to thrive, and I cannot wait to see it. The regular season for the Knicks is only right around the corner. It's in October, a few months away, and I cannot wait to see what this Knicks team is going to do next season. But what about you guys? What do you think about Mitchell Robinson putting in the work this offseason and clearly working on each and every facet of his free throw shooting form? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below, and of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.